Hey, YouTube and friends, it's me, Joe, also known as Play, um, and I kind of wanted to do a response to just everything that's been going on in the last, like, let's say, 6 months. So this is a continuation of the information digital journey slash journal. So one of the things that I wanted to get into was a lot of the stuff that's been happening in, like, let's say the media and like people that passed away and all that, as well as other individuals like Gabby Petito who passed away, right? As well as, I don't know if this is a true story or not, but there was some story about a person who got their head decapitated, right? And also there was like just all these stories like Lorenzo Brown, like, and what I'm here to tell you is that a lot of that stuff happened just because I might have had money, or just because of me just being happy on my own. Like, I've let my friends know, I've let the world know that I'm a smoker, so I smoke, you know. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person, you see? Like, I just smoke on my own because it's just something that helps me for my own personal, just my own personal things that I've done over the past decade, you know. And so this is my decision. This is a personal decision that I made. And I don't feel like that because the firefighters are out there fighting fires, that now all of a sudden I should be afraid to just smoke just on my own, you know. Um, what it is a lot of the times when you're uh, out, what happens? You see the firefighters, you see the police, you see blinking flashing lights, right? I think that what that represents is, it represents a form of paratronics, which is pretty much a helicopter. It's an ambulance siren. Another thing that has happened along the journey is I was able to cure some medical ailments, internal, external, and things like that. Some of the things that helped with like just certain things, bowel movement, and different things like that is like changing your diet, but also drinking more fluid and then incorporating more fiber into your diet. What it is that I feel like most people in like California, the Americas, wherever you live at, probably don't eat enough fiber. And so when you do that and you change your diet, um, it can help you to like change. Another thing is sitting down for a long time can also be bad to your health also. So like every so often you want to get up, run around, walk around or something like that. But for the most part, I got on here to tell you that a lot of the death that's been occurring in the news and a lot of the murders that's been occurring in the news really has nothing to do with me. It's simply because in my bank account right now, there's like uh, Benjamin Franklin's, and then there's also just like bills. But the thing is I don't take those bills out. You see, I just like will budget those bills out for just whatever it is that I might be doing at the time. So back to the news and the firefighters and the police, like what's going on with them, I really don't know. Like I go out, I go to Safeway, I do my thing, I go to Vons or whatever, and I'm just trying to like get whatever I might get while I'm there and then get out, you know. Um, so a person that was decapitated, I just feel like it's a sad story. But I can honestly tell you that in some of the music that I listen to, different artists, ASAP Rock and different artists, they have a mention of this type of thing, you know, and I don't know if it corresponds with each other. But what I keep thinking is it for me listening to this artist, or is it just because the artist said this thing, you know? So like that's like my sort of like my thought on that particular situation. And in other situations where a person uh, was, I've heard all kinds of stuff like just over the past 5 years. And I can honestly tell you that I know that it has something to do with me, but then it also has something to do with just some other person that's out there, you know? And it's sad, but unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. So, like, my thing is like, I don't think that people should beat themselves up over like a situation that happened that had nothing to do with them and then that was out of their control, you know, like so this situation happened years and then like also it happened like let's say I live in Texas, it happened in like let's say New Jersey, like some shit like that, and it like it's always like something like that. And then there were a few that happened in Texas also, you know. Um, and so what I'm asking for is I'm just asking for just help. Like I just need help. If there's anybody out there that can help me, you know. Some of my main goals is to like get my own place, get an apartment. A situation like that, I tell all my friends I like just certain types of things. I like just smoking, marijuana, food, skateboarding, Dragon Ball Z, art, anime, video games, as well as women, men, and then also animals. So, in my opinion, when you're out, how do you feel? when I'm out, how I feel is I feel just like someone's trying to like depress me or sadden me or stress me out, right? Maybe annoy me or something like that. But my question is who started doing that? Who started doing this activity first? Because when I think about it, I keep thinking that like I grew up listening to like hip hop and stuff, and when I listened to a lot of their like singles and like their records, it's one of the things that kind of makes me feel like this music is not when you just listen to single after single, it's not gonna help you in the way that you might think unless you're going to school or like you live somewhere or something. But when you're out in society and you just listen to like just some type of offensive thing or derogatory thing, what could happen is uh, people are offended, so it could be negative, you know. Uh, it could be negative. So when you think about the content that was put out in the past, like let's say decade, you just think that who was controlling this content, because a lot of the content I feel like was sort of like coerced, but I feel like it's either commercialized or it's just an independent type of thing. But other than that, there's not much going on. Except the new AI, the new technology, and the new uh, just machines that are being built, you know. Another topic that I wanted to touch on is that we weren't given the same opportunity as our parents and our grandparents. And the reason that we weren't given the same opportunity is because I feel like schools, jobs, and just the overall genuineness of the human being has reduced in such a manner that makes it nearly impossible to do anything. Like most people just want to be at home. They don't really want to go out because of the the nature of just like the city, the town, and stuff like that, and like the states, and you know. So a lot of the content that I produce is pretty much just touching on world events. It's just touching on current events. And so there was also a lot of the brutality, and in my mind, I still keep trying to understand what it would mean um, and obviously we were all put here for some type of cause. So my question is, why do you and uh, why do you and also the firefighters uh dang, something, see that, a little piece of something, shit is we'll wash it out. But back to what I was talking about, why do you and the firefighters think that for me being happy on my own and then just having like $5, $10, that I should be afraid to just have $10 or something like that? And that's my question that I kind of need answered. And then also the other question that I need answered is what makes you and the police think and the firefighters think that for me being in solitude and then also being just an individual, uh, that because you have a job that I should feel negative and then try to do something about that kind of situation. What I'm trying to tell you is everything that a person does, they have done for a reason, which is a thing that would help this person through whatever it might be, whatever situation, circumstance they're in. And why you guys think that because a firefighter and a bus driver has a job daily, that now I should be just to feel negative for no reason. And that's my question. And then it's like, you want me to go out after feeling negative and to try to do this, be in a relationship and all that, and then to become the firefighters or something like that. And my response to that, right, is pretty much that if I could, I would try to make like kind of like a show, um, preferably anime, and then a show kind of like if you've seen One Life to Live. I don't know if you've seen that show, but it was like a show that I used to watch like as a kid, and I've seen Drake. He's in Degrassi, and so what it does for me is it just sort of helps me with a musical composition. A lot of the times, like if I'm listening to Drake and my thing is the music that he puts out is his music. So there's nothing that a person can say unless like it's like a critic or something. But I feel like with a certain artist, you're just gonna have a preference, and it's just whatever preference you have is your choice. Just like anime, people watch anime and like other people watch different anime. But like I told you, like if I had a choice, I would try to come out with an anime, like starting out kind of like Mob Psycho or something like that, or Black Clover is like another one. Um, One Piece, I've watched a few episodes of that. There's Case Closed, Detective Conan, Edogawa, just to name a few. And some of the American cartoons that I watch is like Ben 10, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Scooby Doo, um, and like I used to watch like just different shows like Recess, Teenagers, SpongeBob, uh, Looney Tunes, Ninja Turtles, uh, Powerpuff Girls, and Doug, and Cat Dog, Ren and Stimpy, and also uh, the Wild Thornberries, just to name a few of the American cartoons. Um, And so one of the things that um, that's kind of been on my mind a little bit lately is the whole like thing with the news. Like it's back to the news and just like main articles of like current events that are happening, sort of like in the world today, you know. And I keep thinking, is this uh, something that is directed towards just me, or is this directed towards the whole world? So basically, what that means is AI and like some program, is it just pulling up articles, like a certain kind of article or something, or is it just like the same articles? Because sometimes I'll have